YouTube, it's your boy Matt Gifted Hands again. In this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Sterling Reflection Seniors. This is the power on them. They're pretty powerful. I didn't modify them, I just zero gapped them a little bit so I can get them closer, so I can take out the bottom line for the outliner. And I also have the cord detangler on there as well for your cords to not get tangled up if you have like a lot of cord clippers. Now we're also going to be using the Andis MVPs with the 5-0 blade to bald out before we use the Andis Profile shaver. And then we're going to do the lineups with the Andis GTX T outliners. They are modified. I cut the plastic off so I could get around the ear better. These outliners get real hot, so taking this plastic piece off kind of reduces that heat. Also, we're going to be using the Tomb45 shave gel to do the finishing look on the beard line. Also, I've been getting a lot of questions about this brush right here. I got it at the local barber supply store here in Tampa, Florida at VIP Barber Supply. If you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Share, like, comment, get active in the comments. Let me know what kind of haircuts y'all want me to do and I'll make that happen. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. It's going to be a bald fade with the beard. I drop weekly tutorial videos, between 1 to 2 videos a week. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Alright, so let's jump right into the tutorial. Right here I got the Wall Senior Reflections, and I'm using the number 1 guard, the lever closed, and I'm going to pass the number 1 guard all the way across on the top of the head. Just knock down the top. This right here is kind of prepping your canvas. The only way I don't start on top of the head whenever I start to cut hair is whenever it's like a scissor cut. Then I'll start the fade on the bottom. But when it's like a number 1 or 2 or 3, maybe even a 4 on top, I'll start with the number 4 on top and then I'll start my fading process. And make sure it's even, go across, backwards, forward, get it all even all the way around. Alright, so you saw that light patch in the front of his head. We're gonna start the first guideline right there. And this is the lever closed, which is a 0 for my first guideline. And then I'll open my lever to the middle. I'm gonna do something different this time, and then I'm gonna open it. So I started with the lever closed, open it in the middle a little bit, and then open it all the way with the lever all the way open. And then if I see some kind of darkness, spots, whatever, then I'll start slowly closing the lever back down and working my way down. So you see right there, I closed the lever. Now I'm working down to remove those dark spots. So you can still see I have no guard on there. I'm just working that. He has some crazy, coarse, thick, Brillo pad hair. Like, if you want to learn how to cut hair, this is a perfect canvas to practice on right here. This dude right here. He has some crazy thick hair. Like, tomorrow, after passing the shaver on his head, tomorrow he'll have a 5 o'clock shadow. It's super thick. I took a lot of time detailing my work and getting those dark spots out and stuff like that, so trial and error. So right here I have my half guard on there, which is a 1/16 guard or your 0 guard. In wall, it's called your 1/16 guard or your half guard. And whenever I put the half guard on there, I started with the lever open, put it in the middle, and then I closed it. and then I come back with no guard with the lever open and start taking out those dark spots with the corner of the blade. You don't always have to use the full blade. You can, if you master using the corner of the blades, you will make your blends pop. It will make your life easier. It's just those finishing touches using the corner of the blade. I can't stress it enough though. Using the corner of the blade helps out so much. You can see I'm struggling right here in this area because it is dark. Right there towards the back of his head is kind of dark, so I'm trying to work that spot in. And spend time on your clients. Spend time on stuff like this. Clients, they recognize this. Trust me. They see the time that you're putting in, and especially on one side of the head, and they're like, man, when is he gonna get to the other side, right? So they see all that. They notice all of that. You see that dark spot coming out. And again, using the corner of the blade. Alright, so what you do to one side, you do to the other. And I'm gonna speed this up. You saw I started with my 0 with the lever closed, and then I put it in the middle, and then I'll open it up. And the reason why I do my fades like this on the bottom, it's irrelevant. It's gonna get taken off anyways, right? So don't, if you're gonna do a high fade, a mid fade, a low fade, it doesn't matter. Whatever's gonna be balded out, don't waste your time taking that off. Just start the blend, start fading, and then come back to use your outliner or your 5-0 guard, your outliner blade, and knock that off. Cause excuse me, doing this, you know where you put that 0 guard line at, right? You know where I started that fade, so you're not gonna go higher than that. Where that line is, where I'm gonna take all the hair off at the bottom, you're not gonna go higher than that. There's no room for mistakes doing it this way. Right here I have my 1/16 guard on there. And if you're wondering, I have a cord detangler cord on there. It's like a cover you put over your cord, and it minimizes all the I guess when your cord gets twisted up and stuff like that. So, but it does add weight to your clipper, and this clipper is already heavy, so it's not like it needs more weight anyways. But the cord detangler does work. I don't really have a lot of clippers in my station, so I don't really need it. I just had it on this clipper. I used to cut with this clipper a lot, but for the sake of the YouTube channel, I wanted to switch it up and show y'all different clippers and how they cut and whatnot. And I don't modify none of my clippers. I don't modify none of my trimmers. The only thing that I do is 0 gap my clippers and trimmers. That's it. If you want to say modified, that's modification, then that's the furthest I go. I don't change the power in it. I don't take it apart and do crazy stuff to it. I did modify my my Andes GTX T outliners, but that's it. I didn't do nothing crazy. I didn't change the motor in it. I didn't try to make the power stronger. I left it as is. The clipper's gonna do what it does. So right here I have the Andes MVPs with the 5-0 blade on there, which is equivalent to your outliner blade or your trimmer. And this is what's gonna get it close to skin, so you can pass the shaver, because it gets it down to like a stubble. And you can tell right here I'm not going higher than that line. And if I go past that line, I'm kind of using the corners to blend it into the 0. But you're not going to create yourself another line doing it like this, because you already know where you put that 0 at when you first started the fade. get it even all the way around. Alright, so now I have the Andes Pro Foil Shaver, and like I said, guys, this client he has thick, coarse hair. When I say Brillo pad, it's like almost cutting sandpaper. It's crazy, but whenever you pass this shaver on it, it gets it nice and skin tight. And notice when I come up to the top of the blend, I'm not gonna create myself another line. So whenever I get towards the top, I'm gonna come down in a downwards motion and kind of flick that into the fade. You also want to have a light touch whenever you're doing this. Alright, so now we're gonna line up the beard using my Andes GTXT outliners. So these are the only trimmers that y'all can say that I modified. So I take that back that I don't modify, but this is the only trimmer I modified and took off the plastic piece just so I can get around the ears better and stuff like that. So you saw right there where he pointed to where he wanted his beard. It doesn't grow full like he wants it to, so he wants it to kind of just go right into the bottom lip area, so, and then bring it to a point. Again, this all comes with client consultation, and in the beginning, before you start cutting your client's hair, ask him what he wants, how does he want his beard, his goatee, how does he want his edge up. Like, all of this stuff comes into play during client consultation. It's just personal preference. Now, if there's something different that you can use your professionalism and ask your client, well, I think this will look better, or I think this will be a better look for you if I did it this way, then I say 8 out of 10 clients are gonna listen to you because you're the professional at the end of the day. But if they are set on a certain way of how they want their beard or edge up or fade or whatever, just go with it. Just go with it. Alright, so you can see he's real light in the front area. Well, not in the front area, on the sides. So he has like these real light blonde hairs that I'm lining up that y'all can't see, but I can. So I'm not gonna push his edge up back. I'm just gonna go with the light blonde hairs and just keep it natural. Just lining up right there in the front area where it's dark makes it look like it's straight already. It's almost like an illusion. You don't have to push people's edge ups back to make it look straight. Alright, so now we're gonna line up the bottom of the jawline. And I use the jawline a lot for reference whenever I start lining up underneath the neck. Some clients want it lower, some clients want it in the middle. It's just personal preference. Right here, I'm lining up the other side. Notice how I'm bracing my finger on the client's Adam's apple area. That's just your safety point. You bracing your finger on the client, that's just kind of helping you keep balance. If the client moves or sneezes or makes a sudden movement, you have your finger there for like your safety, so you can pull back on. Alright, so just to get it real skin tight and smooth, we're gonna pass the Andes Pro Foil shaver underneath the neck. I only use this on certain clients. If your client has like real curly texture of hair, I don't recommend it. If the client wants it, I guess you could do it, but I rarely use it on my clients. So you saw right here where I had him like blow a bubble. This is providing that stretch that you need without you pulling back the skin. And it helps you get a defined line as well. Applying some more Tomb45 shave gel. The description, the link for the Tomb45 shave gel is in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. And I'm speeding up the shaving part just because, I mean, y'all seen me do this a lot. If you're new to my channel, there's really no way of how to explain how to shave. You just kind of got to get it down and just repetition. Always stretch the skin with the opposite hand. Here's the finished product. Skin tight, high ball fade with beard. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is all my social media. Y'all stay gifted.